I'm very concerned right now. America became the power in 1944 with the Bretton Woods Agreement. And then this dollar became the reserve currency of the world. In other words, the dollar was as good as gold. That's all changed. And today we're in serious trouble globally, and I'm very concerned. The end of the American empire is here. You know, people know that something's wrong with this here, and this is the problem. The average person, American or whatever, they think this is money. This is fake. This is real. And I tried to tell them, I said, you know, probably 10 years from now, this will be $10. But Americans and most people in the world, because they went to school, they work for money, they save money to get out of debt. But this is fake and this is real. They don't understand why, because no financial education in schools, but they know something's wrong. I save this, and I save this, and I save silver dollars. This is a buffalo. I save real money. I spend this for this.
When you say you save gold and silver, is it literally in the form of gold coins and gold bars, or do you also have exposure via ETFs? No ETFs, but exposure via gold miners, because I know you have
I have gold mines and silver mines. The reason
so do you have equity in other gold mines?
I'm an entrepreneur. I learned more about entrepreneurship as a mining. I grew up here in Vancouver. I heard more BS, more deals, more things. But mining is one of the toughest industries there is because there's so many moving parts to it. And what's happening now, from what I understand, is people are not investing in gold mines. So I took a gold mine public. ODV is a call sign. It's in Utah. And it's the richest gold mine in America. I'm an entrepreneur. I start and I move on. Do you know what I mean? I like the game. The message I want everybody to hear is the world is finding out that this is fake. It's not fiat, it's fake. I do not invest in anything that can be printed. You can print this.
So would that include...
But you cannot print this.
Would that include stocks in other gold miners that you do not own? Do you own stock of other gold miners? Unless you own the gold mine, it doesn't count.
I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay. So your own gold mine, your own gold coins, your own silver mine, your own silver coins, your own silver bars, your own gold bars.
I own real estate because I use debt.
Right. Buy real estate, use debt, and have the tenant finance your mortgage.
Yeah, and I don't save the cash flow. I buy gold and silver.
What is your outlook for that, for the housing market in the U.S., broadly speaking?
Buy apartment houses. I only own apartment houses. I want somebody else to pay my mortgage for me.
But
if I own my house, I'm the tenant.
Right.
I don't want to be my own tenant.
But in this environment where everything is crashing, is buying real estate now a good time?
Well, you got to be smart. So that's why I always say your greatest asset is not this or this. Your greatest asset is between this year and this year.
Right.
These central bankers are the most stupid people I ever met. You know, like Bernanke. He gets the Nobel Prize for destroying the U.S. economy by dropping interest rates to zero like this. And then now you have this guy, Jay Powell, who's raising interest rates. They're killing us.
When you see that central banks are buying gold themselves, isn't that a signal, if the banks are buying gold, that perhaps individuals should be looking at doing the same? What does that signal to you?
Buy that. This is 25 cents.
Yeah.
This is $3. Our school system has brainwashed us to thinking this is money. So that's why this is not fiat, this is fake. And what's wiping people out today is they think this is real and this is fake.
So you invest in gold mines, you invest in gold, you invest in silver, but of course you made your name by advocating investment in real estate, where you then lease out that real estate and the tenant effectively pays off your mortgage for you. With the housing market as it is right now.
Crash. I'm baby boom. So the baby boom caused a boom. So my generation, the boomers, is at 46 to 64. We had the easiest of any generation in history. You know, you buy a house, it goes up, put your money in the stock market, it goes up. So the boomers have only known boom. They caused it. Do you know what I mean? But now as the boomers retire, the baby busts. And that's my warning to all the boomers. In 1974, the 401ks and the stock market went through the roof. So they had to find a way, Wall Street did, to get my generation of boomers into the stock market. So they created, voila,
The
a
401k.
401k.
They stopped the traditional pension from most
Correct.
companies
Correct.
and created 401ks
Right.
where
You
companies
got it.
contribute
And the
to
stock
match your
market went up,
contribution.
real estate went up, and now the bust is starting. And as we're talking, the debt ceiling has to be raised again. So now our debt has gone from 30 trillion to 31.4 trillion. It means they have to print more of this. But I say I don't invest in anything they can print. I don't invest in this, stocks, bonds, ETFs. I'm an entrepreneur. I start gold mines, I start oil wells. I invest in cattle, Wagyu cattle.
Yeah.
You know why? Because every time the cattle, that the Wagyu bull breeds,
You have advocated for investing in cattle for a number of reasons, including the fact that if all hell breaks loose, you can at least eat it, right? Okay, I get your point. I suppose I was just asking more for those that cannot start their own oil well or cannot start their own gold mine. But I get your point, Robert, that if it comes down to a paper certificate, Robert Kiyosaki is not interested. In your tweets, you write GSB, gold, silver, Bitcoin. Why do you think Bitcoin is going to survive all of this?
You're asking the wrong guy. In financial education, there's fundamental trading and technical. Technical is the up and down. So when I saw Bitcoin go to 20,000, I don't know what it was, and it dropped down to $1, so it's toast. But then it came roaring back. So when it hit 6,000, I bought 60 Bitcoin at 6,000. I think today it's at 20,000.
Yeah, it's around about 21,000.
Yeah, but so the more I'm in it, the more I realize it has sustainability. So the reason people buy Bitcoin is the same reason I buy this and I buy this, is I don't trust this. It's the same reason. I want to say one last thing. I mean, these academic geniuses like Bernanke, the PhDs from academia, he destroyed our economy. Bernanke destroyed our economy by dropping interest rates so low and printing money. Now we're the biggest debtor nation in world history, and they give him the Nobel Prize. What is wrong with our country? What is wrong with it? And we're supposed to be the reserve currency of the world after 1944. Why don't we teach kids that?